this computer. All right, so great. So welcome to the day 2. And today the agenda is that we will be touching upon certain ChatGPT basics, Copilot, using it for getting interesting data points. And then we'll be looking at the voice maker, text to speech tool. And then we'll explore the Canva template that we'll be using, all the participants have to be using for this design hackathon. And then we'll try to create a 1-minute video using Canva, right? So this is the agenda. And again, like yesterday, today also we have a very pretty tight schedule. So let us focus on the topics that we'll be learning today. Okay. So a quick recap. Yesterday, we have got a specific understanding of the 6 steps, a brief understanding of the 6 steps of design hackathon. And then we have explored Viscom.ai, how the software works. So wherein you give, you upload a sketch, or maybe you create a sketch on the software, and then you give some prompts and you get interesting outputs. That is the second thing we explored. And the third thing is the binge create, where we can create interesting products or images which are not available anywhere. All right. And then we have also explored the big JPG. Unfortunately, it did not work the way it was intended to work, but we'll troubleshoot and we'll figure out what the problem with that was. Okay. So today we'll be looking into the ChatGPT, and you all know the rules, right? The decorum of this session. If you have any doubts, please raise your hand to gain an attention, and we'll ask you to unmute and speak so that you can convey. If not, you can also use the chat window to ask your questions. All right. So let us keep the entire session interactive through the chat, not through the voice. Okay. Through the chat. Okay. Fine. So I have a question for all of you. How many of you have used ChatGPT or have access to ChatGPT? You can mention it in the chat window, that if you have used ChatGPT, you can say, yes, I have used. Okay, so I can see some numbers growing, about 16, 17. Okay, approximately, yeah. So I can also see the chat. So lot of people have been using it, sir. I have been using it for a year. Perfect. Good. All right. So we have to be very conscious and also cautious whenever we are using ChatGPT. Okay. Number one is you would not give your personal information or your passwords or etc. into ChatGPT. Okay. Because once you give it to ChatGPT, then it will be in the public domain. So you would not give any disclose any personal information in that. That's number one. Confidential information like passwords and etc. right? Number two, whatever information ChatGPT gives, you have to use your critical thinking to validate that information. Okay, because whatever ChatGPT does, it does it in a very wonderful manner. Anybody reads, they feel that, oh, that is like the right thing, that is the truth, but it is not always the same, not always the truth. So you have to exercise your critical thinking muscles and validate the information it is giving you. And also, it is not that whatever ChatGPT is giving you, you have to use it. Okay, so you can use your reasoning to validate, understand whatever it is telling is right or wrong, and then use it. Okay, so we use ChatGPT for certain reasons. All right, and we have certain specific prompts. Those specific prompts I'm gonna introduce you when we talk about the toolkit. But then we basically use ChatGPT for ideation purpose, right? Because we as humans may sometimes find limitations in terms of thinking. For example, if I ask you to imagine you are a Superman and there is a situation, how would you, as a Superman, handle that situation? Right? Okay. So we have certain limitations because we never have been a Superman. We never been a Superman, right? And we don't know completely the potencies or the potential of a Superman. Okay, but ChatGPT being a language model, it has information about Superman. Okay, the limitations, the positivities, the strengths, and etc. etc. So when you ask ChatGPT to take a role of a Superman and solve a situation, then you get very interesting answers from ChatGPT, which can trigger some thought process in you. That is how we use it for ideation and also for problem statement, refining of the problem statement. Like we want a problem statement that has only one or two words. So what words we have to choose, etc. So again, a tool of ideation. We can also use it for development of script. Like for the 1 minute video, we'll be creating a script, right? Okay, because if you want to talk and express your thoughts about the process that you have used and what you have done, you need to have a script. So for script generation, also we use ChatGPT, right? And then for also problem or idea validation. So we basically ask ChatGPT to take a role of maybe an investor. Okay, and we share the idea, and from an investor perspective, what do you think this idea has the potential or not, or something like that. So that is how we use ChatGPT. Okay, and wherever we want the data points, we use Copilot. So Microsoft Copilot for collecting the statistics. Like for example, what are the number of road accidents that happen in Bangalore city in a year. Okay. Now, for this, we need to use Copilot because Copilot has access to the latest information on the internet, whereas ChatGPT does not have access to latest information. The latest information it has is something like maybe 1 year old. Okay, so latest information ChatGPT doesn't have, so we use Copilot. All right. Okay, so so the difference between ChatGPT and the Copilot is basically how they have built the language models and the information that is available for the AI to do its analysis. As I said, ChatGPT, the internet data that ChatGPT has access to is probably up till September 2023. Whereas the Copilot has the latest information. All right, so that is a primary difference between ChatGPT and Copilot in terms of getting the latest information. Okay, so what is the meaning of statistics? So I gave an example. Like for example, let's say that we want to find out infant mortality in India. Let us say. Okay, infant mortality, do you understand? Infant mortality is the number of newborns that basically die after a few days or weeks, okay, during their infant stage, right? So if you want to get this kind of data, what I have seen personally is that Copilot will give you that kind of a data. ChatGPT will basically tell that, okay, I don't have access to this information. Or probably whatever information it has till September 23rd, it will kind of give it to you. All right. Okay. All right. Infant mortality. All right. Let me just type that in. I'll give you some triggers for you to find this kind of information. All right. Okay. So let us quickly start off with the ChatGPT. So all of you know how to log into ChatGPT. If anybody does not know how to log into ChatGPT, please mention no in the chat window. If you do not know how to access ChatGPT, please let us know. Okay, Aman. Anybody else who does not know how to access ChatGPT? Okay, Prajeet. Okay, Ankita doesn't
Sir, I have
have
a
it.
doubt.
Yes, Shreyans.
Sir, are we allowed to use it without logging in?
No, ChatGPT, you need to log in.
No, sir, because I opened it without logging in, it's still working.
I'm not sure. Maybe it
That
has
is
automatically
OpenAI.
taken.
It
That's
Automatically
works without
taken.
OpenAI.
logging in.
That's OpenAI.
All right. So for ChatGPT, you'll have to log in. All right. So may I request Sanjana, okay, to walk us through the ChatGPT, and we have a special prompt for you guys to use the prompt and create some script. So, so in the design process as well, we'll be giving you some specific prompts. The prompt will generally have some text with red color text as highlighted. The red color text, you will be replacing it with your own personal or this is relevant information to and copy paste that into ChatGPT to get the relevant outputs. Okay. All right. So, Sanjana, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So take it over.
I'll just
Excuse
share
me,
my.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, could you repeat? My connection went out, like the last lines.
So we will be doing a demo of ChatGPT and we'll be using certain prompts. So please stay tuned. You will understand how these prompts have to be used. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm sure most of you are familiar with ChatGPT, but in case you're not, you can just search for ChatGPT and the first link that you see, that's OpenAI. You can click on that and open it. And just click on Try ChatGPT. So here you have an option of actually using it without logging in. But the only problem is you can't save your chats to view it later on. It goes away once you close the window. So it's always better to log in. So if you want to visit something later on as well, you can do that. So I'll just continue with Google here. Yeah. So this is where you can put all your prompts and message ChatGPT,
All right.
and
So
you.
Sanjana, let us give some time for everybody, those especially those who are unable to, those who did not create an account before.
Yeah.
Okay, let them join and come to this particular page. Guys, can you all please Google for ChatGPT login page and using your Gmail account, you got to log in and come to this particular page. Okay, so once you are on this page, please give us, please let us know such that we can go to the next step.
Okay. Are you able to log in? I think a couple of them are. Yeah. Okay. Sir, have you shared the prompts with them?
No, not it, not it. So let
Okay.
us share the prompts. Let me get that access to the sheet. Mm. Okay, let us share this. So I'm going to give you a link, all of you a link. Okay, I'm also gonna tell you how to use this. Okay, so let me share my screen. All right, so I have shared a link, and all of you, I think I can see all of you are slowly adding over here, accessing it. All right. So this is our prompt that we want you to use in the chat GPT. Now you see there is a black text and a red text. Okay. So red text is something that you have to add your own related information. Black text, you use it as it is. Okay, so here the prompt is write a 1-minute script introducing a person with below characteristics. So you have to be loading or typing in the name, age, city, hobbies, and aspirations of that person. And then once you, for example, what I have added here is Kumar, 34, Bangalore, technology and music as hobbies, wants to create a positive impact in the society. Now what I do is I copy paste this entire thing and add it to the ChatGPT, which Sanjana is going to show. But this is the prompt that we want all of you to use as a testing prompt. Okay, and please change the red color text with the relevant information. It can be hypothetical, it need not be realistic, it can be hypothetical information. All right?
Excuse me.
Yes.
I actually accidentally left the meeting. Can you tell me what happened?
All right, so keep following what we are doing. Okay. In fact, I have shared one link in the chat window for everybody. I will reshare that link. So please access that link. All right. Geetika, please access that link. And we are creating a prompt. The text that is in red is something that you have to add, replace it with your own hypothetical information, such that you get certain, you complete the prompt, something like this. Okay, all right, okay. Go on, Sanjana.
So can you wait? It's taking time to sign.
Yeah. So I think this is what all of you have received. So you won't have access to edit it. So I suggest you go to File and make a copy. So this way you'll actually be able to type whatever you want. So let me just copy this. And let me just give a random prompt. Okay, Rahul, age 54, maybe Mumbai, and maybe dancing as a hobby. And wants to prevent air pollution, for example. So this is just something that I've typed. You're free to experiment with whatever you want given in the prompt. So once you have all thought of something, you can copy this and paste it here in ChatGPT and just press enter. So yeah, so it kind of creates a script for you based on the data that you've given it. Yeah, and this is something that it has created for me. So you can probably share what prompts you gave and what results you got in exchange for that.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Is there any doubt?
ma'am,
Yeah.
when I try to make a copy, it won't be like the option won't come.
Yes, so
Even if
that's
I press
because
it, it won't work.
That's because you're not able to edit it. So you can go to File here and make a copy. So then you can actually uh, edit whatever you want.
Ma'am, it's
Fine.
not making a copy like when I go there.
Oh, are you getting something like this? When
No,
you
ma'am.
click, what exactly are you getting?
Ma'am, I'm not able to open the link. It's showing not accessible.
Uh, okay.
So we can reshare the link. Okay, maybe there are a couple of links that were shared by others as well. Okay, let me copy the link and reshare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have reshared the link. Please look into it.
Thank you, sir. Let me just check.
Yeah.
Is it okay that we don't actually like properly like do we have to send it, or is it like
No,
fine?
that's
You
that's
don't have to
okay. You
send
can
it.
just
Because it's exceeding the word limit in Zoom. So
yeah, no, it's fine. You can just try it out.
All right. So you're all able to get some script there? Yes. Okay, great. Awesome.
So this was just a small sample prompt. So on the day of your design hackathon, you will be given a Word document with a couple of other prompts as well. Uh, so for us, this is something that was shared with us. So you'll be given something similar, and again, you just need to replace the red text uh, and kind of put in what is kind of going well with your problem and use ChatGPT in the same way that we did just now. Yeah. Uh, I think everyone got it.
All right. Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
think this is very simple and easy, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so once you get the prompt, it is not that, so you get the script, it is not that you use it as it is. You can read through the script and see if it is making sense or not. You can alter the script as per your preferences to make it more sensible and relevant to what you intended to get. All right?
so we use it as a base for our
Yes.
video.
Yes. You use it as a base. So whatever prompts we give you, we'll give you specific prompts on that day. You use those prompts and whatever information you're getting, you use it as a base. You use your critical thinking, your logical reasoning and etc. and see if it is making sense or not. If not, you can actually modify, okay, to reflect what you actually want to do with that. Okay, right. Advait,
Yes.
Advait Raj, you have a question? All right, cool.
Okay. So you can see here that it's saved as
Sir, I
Rahul's
have a
dance.
question. May I ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
go ahead.
Sir, when I'm trying to open the ChatGPT by OpenAI, it is telling that page is not found. What should I do?
Hmm.
Mm, okay.
Okay, we can actually copy paste that link and share the link here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be wonderful, please.
Yeah. I've shared it in the chat.
So Advait Raj is saying I cannot log in. So we need to understand more problem. Can you please share the screen that you are seeing, Advait? I mean, you can take a snapshot and share it in the chat window.
Okay, till he shares it, you can see that I've opened a new window and my previous chat is not visible. But since I had logged in, it's given here, Rahul's Dance for Clean Air. So once I click on it, it just opens up my previous chat. So that's one benefit of logging in and using ChatGPT.
Joel and Joseph, do you have any specific problem that you're facing? Joel? Okay, I'm not sure.
Okay. Are there any other doubts? I think we
Okay,
can move on to the
let's
next
move
one.
on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Sir,
the next, yeah.
ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, so yesterday I missed my class, my session. So may I know where I can get yesterday's recording?
Sir sent a link. Sir sent a link, YouTube link.
Yeah, I had sent a YouTube link.
Sir, can you please send it again as I'm not able to see it?
All right. So I'm going to share the link now. So you can access the yesterday's training program here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, let's move forward. Sanjana?
So the next thing we'll be learning about is Bing Copilot. So in case you haven't used it before, you just need to search for Bing. And once you open it, just go to Copilot, which is over here. Yeah, so a window like this will open up. It's quite similar to ChatGPT. Maybe you can just give a thumbs up once you open it.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Okay, so you just search for Bing and then go to Microsoft Bing search or just go to bing.com. That's also fine. And then just click on Copilot.
Mom is signing in, not a problem.
You can sign in, but you can use it without signing in as well. That's fine. Is
It's
it
more,
asking you to sign in?
it's actually more better if you sign in because like you'll get more better features and the images won't be found perfectly.
Yeah, you can go ahead and sign in.
I have it on my toolbar.
Okay.
Now, what are we supposed to do after we get into college?
Yeah. Are all of you able to open this window? Okay.
I have gotten a different window.
Sorry?
I have gotten a different window than the one shown on screen.
Okay, but does it say something like message Copilot or something like that? Okay, then that's fine.
All right, so Ankita is saying she's not able to access because it is asking to verify my age. So if you probably sign in with your parents' account, then this problem would not occur.
Excuse me, sir.
I'll just share in this link as well.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Rohit.
I got logged out because of some internet connection or my laptop was lagging. I don't know, but can you just repeat what he said?
Okay, just follow. We are now looking into using Copilot. Okay, so you have to be opening the Copilot window.
Okay, so I'm connecting from my phone.
Yeah.
You just need to go to bing.com and there's an option for Copilot here, which you can click on.
Okay, got it. Good, thank you.
So we generally use this to get some solid data or statistics, like Sir was mentioning. So let me just give you an example. Let me ask for maybe traffic in Bangalore. Right. So once I typed in that, I got all these numbers, and it kind of explains about it as well. So this
Ma'am, can you tell
helps.
us live details like math score or something?
Sorry, what?
Can you tell us live details like math score or something?
LinkedIn is just for applying for jobs. It is the holy grail for leads, work, and
Wow.
networking. And it's 5
I think someone's speaking. Okay, so let me just explain this example first. So it's kind of telling you the average travel time and stuff like that. And it's also giving you these links. So it just gives this link here where you can go and read more about it. So this helps if you have a specific problem that you're trying to collect data on. And this kind of helps you collect insights through that as well. Maybe you can give a couple of prompts and see what numbers you're getting.
Yeah, so you see, very specific data students are able to generate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Ma'am, what is the prompt we have to give?
So right now we're just searching. So for example, I gave data on traffic in Bangalore. You can look up anything. For example, data on pollution, technology.
Ma'am, can we give the same prompt?
Yeah, you can try it out. So I think, let me just. Yeah. So these are a couple of examples that you can also search on. There's things like technology or finance, healthcare, education. Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but for like genuine scripts and all, we're supposed to use ChatGPT, and for accurate statistics, we're supposed to use Copilot.
Yeah, so Copilot is good with data. So if you want something in terms of percentages or numbers, Copilot is always better.
Ma'am,
But
for creativity, we're supposed to use ChatGPT.
yeah, so if you want to ideate something or try to find some crazy solutions, then you can use ChatGPT.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So these are just some examples that you can search for.
So Ananya is sharing a screen. This is because you're not signed in. Okay, or maybe you're signed in and I'm not sure what's the problem, but you can just verify your age. Just click verify and say your date of birth, like you're 20 plus or something like that, and you can start accessing it. Okay, Ananya? Okay, Ananya verified, but she's still not able to access. It is better to use your parents' account if it is possible, so that you can do the login.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have not signed in. I'm just using it like that. So, is it okay?
If it works, please go ahead and use it. If not, then you have to sign in. Okay.
No, sir, it's working.
It's working. Awesome. It's all right then. Cool.
Yeah, okay.
So for the verify your age thing, it came for me as well. I don't think it works if you put it like 2011 or 2012. I just added a random date like 2003 or 2002, and now it works.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, thank you, Yashvi. I think that will work.
So,
Yes.
excuse me, sir. So I'm trying to log in from my laptop. Can you just let me in?
Oh, is it so? Okay, let me see.
I think it's
I'm
in the
not
meeting.
getting a prompt here for, there's nobody in waiting room.
So 1 second, sir. Anytime now.
All right. So I hope everybody is familiar and conversant with using Copilot. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
Awesome.
Just
Okay. So shall we move on to the next tool?
So
Yes,
waiting.
sir.
yes, sir. You can move on.
Yes, sir, you can move on.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So Sanjana, would you like to take it forward? Or I think Shreya is also there. You can
So I'm there in the waiting
decide.
room.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
I
you.
can probably finish the voice maker and Shreya can take over Canva.
All right. Great. Awesome. Okay.
So the next tool we are learning about is Voice Maker. So this basically helps you. So since we need to make a 1-minute video, in case you don't want to record your own voice and you want AI to speak for you, then this is a tool you can use where you just type in a script and it creates an audio for you. So to access that, just type in Voice Maker and it's the first link that appears. So this is it. So you can see here that there's a blank box where you need to enter your script. I hope you can all open it as well.
Yeah, could you please share the link?
Sorry?
Yes,
sir.
Can you just repeat, please?
Yeah,
Should we
so
even
I'll
log
just
in this?
no, you don't have to log in. I'll just share the link.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I tried this before this meeting as well, but I wasn't able to convert the text into speech because it was saying that the speech only comes with the paid plans.
No, we'll show that. We'll explore that. Okay. Yeah. If you log in, then you will be having certain features that can help you create the text, the speech. Okay.
Sir, I logged in, but I guess here I can see on I think Sanjana's screen that that voice is Pro 1. Mine is in Pro Plus. So probably I need to find a Pro 1 voice.
Mhm. Okay, so
Uh,
Sanjana will be sharing the screen,
that
the
is
link.
fine. So when you
Okay.
click on that,
Yeah, if you are looking at Pro
yeah.
Voices, Pro
So you can see
Voices,
that there is,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
you can, yeah. No. So I was just saying that the top bar here, if you click on change, then you have all these voices that are coming up, which you can use. There are a couple of default voices as well, which you can try out.
Ma'am, is there any
Uh,
use in like logging in?
yes, if you log in, you'll get a couple more features. But if you're unable to log in for any reason, then you can just try it out for now. It allows you to generate a voice without logging. So here I can just search for the region. Maybe I say English Indian and choose a
But ma'am,
voice.
all the voices which you need, I'm pretty sure it's like a premium or whatever. You need to pay or something.
Yeah, so you can see which voices are available for free and choose something like that. So I think I got this one which says Kavya. So let's
Okay.
just try that out. Uh, so if you remember, we earlier when we were learning about ChatGPT, we actually created a script, a 1 minute script, if you can remember. So maybe we'll just use that to see how a voice can be generated. Let me just copy this. And
Excuse
paste
me,
it
I
here.
found out.
Yes.
Ma'am, I only did one conversion and now it's saying that you need to log in or pay.
Yeah, so you can log in. Let me just show you how to log in as well. You can just click here and say login with Google and choose an account. Yeah, that's it. Right? So here you can see that it says 167 out of 250 characters used. So this has a limitation. You can type only up to a certain extent to generate voices. So for that, you can maybe take 2-3 lines at a time and generate separate audios that you can use.
You can also log in
So
to get more classrooms.
yeah, but I think in the free version you get only 250 characters. That's what I'm getting here. So if you have come up till this step, then you can see that there are all these voice volume, speed, and pitch settings. You can keep it the same way they are, and the audio settings can also remain the same. And then you just click on convert to speech. Yeah. So that's
Ma'am,
the
how will
audio.
we get different types of audios?
Do you mean voices? So you can go to the top here and click on change. You can probably go to default voices and click on anyone you like.
Okay.
You can change the language and the region as well. So let me just change it again. And I'll choose Kavya for now. Yeah. So let me just try that again.
There's no sound.
Sorry.
We can't hear it.
Oh, okay. I don't think I'm clearing my audio, but basically it'll kind of play out once you click on play. And if you click on this download button, you can just download the audio. So you'll have an MP3 file here, which you can use later in Canva. So you'll be learning about how to use that soon. But this is how you create
Sanjana,
the version.
can you please
Ma'am, how
share
should I play
the
it?
Sanjana, could you please share the downloaded MP3 in the chat so that we all can listen to it?
Yeah,
Actually,
just a minute.
even after logging in, I'm not able to type more than 250 characters.
Yeah, so that's the limitation of the free version. So you'll have to type in probably 3-4
You can make
sentences at a
like
time.
2 and then like join it, right? By using a MP3 joiner or Canva.
Yeah. So you'll be learning about how to do it in Canva soon, but you can just experiment with generating the audio for now.
Ma'am, for your product, did you use VoiceMaker or did you use like your own voice?
I had used a voice maker itself. So probably let me share this.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the premium one and the normal one?
I guess in the premium one, you'll have more characters to put in, so you'll be able to generate a longer audio. But for the exercise right now, the free version is sufficient. You can use.
How can we implement this in our project? Like, how do we?
So, if you saw the videos that were shown yesterday, you'll see that there was an audio that was explaining what the project was about. So in case you don't want to use your own voice and explain, you can always use AI to create the audio, and then you'll soon learn how to put it in Canva and make a video.
But in the end, will you teach us how to get all of them together and then make a proper
Yeah.
presentation?
So that's the next step.
Okay.
Once you create the audio.
Catch me dancing. It's my absolute passion.
Yeah, so I think you can listen to some of the audios. Yeah. Are you all able to generate it?
Yes,
Maybe
ma'am.
put a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. You can change the voices and kind of experiment. And maybe you can see how you can change the voice volume, so the voice speed and the voice pitch, and see how that has a different effect on the audio.
Ma'am, I'm not able to convert it into speech. It's saying that I've reached the total character limit of my plan.
Yes, so in the bottom, it says how many characters are used. So it allows you to use only 250 characters at a time. So you might have to delete a few lines and then try again.
All right.
Ma'am, hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
On November 9th, are we supposed to be getting our own devices or will you provide us devices?
So you told that will be explained later.
Yeah, Umesh sir will tell you about it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, when I give any voice, it's coming like it'll only come with the paid version.
Yeah, so when you go to the voice, you can click on default voices here. So these are all accessible in the free version, not the pro voices. Yeah. You can experiment with gender, or if you want maybe a child's voice, could experiment with all of that as well. Okay, I hope you've all got a hang of it.
So, using Voice Maker, what we are all doing is creating snippets of voices, right, of 10 seconds each, right? And then what we are going to do is we are going to use these multiple voices added to Canva while making the 1-minute video. All right, okay. And there is no need to increase the word limit. So 250 characters, with 250 characters, you can download one text to speech. Okay, let us say your 1-minute video has got 6 sections. For each section, you can have a 10-second voiceover. right? So 60 seconds is 1 minute, right? So 10 seconds each voiceover, so you get 6 different versions, right? So these 6 different versions, you basically bring it into Canva and then you stitch them together. All right. Yes, Sheikh, creating the audio and 1 minute video is the next step that we'll be going into. Okay, so stay tuned and follow the steps what we are teaching. Okay, we'll be covering all of that. Okay, yeah. All right. So is anybody in the audience who is not able to or having difficulty in using the voice maker? If anybody having any difficulties, please let us know. What we will do is once the entire session is over, we'll again create breakout rooms where we'll be having Sanjana and Shreya, and they will be helping you with any troubleshooting that is required. Okay, so I think these are all pretty easily used apps. Okay, so there should not be much difficulty. All right. So shall we go to the next step now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So there is a question here, Geetika. Please
Yes.
explain what is AI engine in VoiceMaker. Okay. So
So your voice is
oh,
Your voice is breaking, sir.
The voice is breaking.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
I got that. I got that. Okay, hold on. Let me try to change. Okay, I hope now you're all able to hear me clearly. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay, so there is a question in chat which is basically asking about what is AI engine in VoiceMaker. Okay, so this AI engine, what it does is it basically takes in the text input that you have given. Okay, and it also considers the voice setup that you have given, and based on that, this AI engine will generate the voiceover.
When I tried to use one of the Pro Voices, it said that it's included in the paid plan.
Yeah, so we are not encouraging you to use the Pro Voices. Use the default voices. Don't use the Pro Voices. There is no need for using the Pro Voices. Okay. See, these apps has certain amount of free versions which themselves are powerful enough for you to create fantastic outputs. Now, Pro version is for professionals, okay, for whom this is their day in, day out job. All right, so they may have to be creating long speeches and whatever presentations and etc. For them, Pro version is required. For us, we don't require any Pro version. So kindly use the default voices that are available. So you will not have any difficulties. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So the next step is, so as you all know that you have to be creating a 1 minute video, right? So for that, what you require is a Canva template. Now, this 1 minute video, you cannot create in whatever manner that you want. You have to follow a structure and a process and a method. All right. So the next 2 steps will be about introducing you to the DH template, Canva template that we'll be sharing now. And once you get the template, what are the steps that you should be doing, how you can edit the template, right? And then how to create a 1 minute video. So basically you'll be adding some certain slides, certain images, certain text, and then you have to bring in the voiceover also into it.
Excuse
So,
me, sir, can you repeat what you just said?
all right. Okay. So in the next step, we'll be introducing you to the DH template. All right. Is it clear, everybody? So I'm gonna share a link with all of you. Just hold on. Just give me a moment. I'm getting the link here. Links. Okay. So
Sir?
sharing a bit.ly link.
Umesh.
So
It's Umesh. Sir,
yeah. Please tell me.
should we open Canva now?
I have shared a link with you. Okay. A bit.ly link. So please click on it. It will open a Canva document for you. And Sanjana will be teaching you what to do with that Canva document. Sorry, Shreya will be teaching you what needs to be done with that Canva document. Can you all
So
please click
can
on
you
the bit.ly
resend the link again?
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
So can you resend the link?
Yeah, I've shared it.
Sir, the link is not working.
It's not
So
working.
why is this a 5-second template?
We will explain
Okay.
all of that. Please wait. Okay.
Yes.
Step by step. Yeah. Go on, Shreya.
Okay. Sure, sir. Okay. How is everyone doing? Is everyone understanding whatever is being taught so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Again, you don't have to call
Yes,
me
ma'am.
mom. It's totally fine. You can call me by my name. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now, as Umesh sir has mentioned, he has shared the link for a Canva template, right? And I'll just share my screen right now. So when you open the Canva template, you'll be seeing something like this, right? Is everyone getting the screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if you notice on the so this means that you cannot edit this Canva file. This is just for your reference to understand this is how your final 1 minute video should look like. Now, before I jump into how you can edit this, I want you guys to just make a note of the important things you need to remember when you're making the 1 minute video. Now, whatever template you're seeing here, which is 1080 by 1639. So this is the size of the template that needs to be maintained across the 1 minute video. All right. You cannot hamper or change the size or the proportion of your video.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, is it including the DH like 885452 on the top, or is it
Yes,
excluding it?
everything. Whatever you see on the screen, that is how your video template should look like. All right.
This is the
Can
maximum
you
width and
reshare
length.
the link?
Okay. Let's try resharing it. All right. Has everyone received the link now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And if anyone has any questions, just
Ex
please raise your hand though, because it
one
might.
sec. Excuse me, Shreya.
Yes.
Like, will we be given the same template when we on 9th November?
Yes, you will be receiving this template itself. So I'll explain. Okay, just a heads up, guys. I'll explain everything. All right, from the start to the end. Then just park your questions for now. If there's any other immediate, very concerning questions, only then raise your hand
Just
and I'll
one
get
doubt,
back.
just the last doubt.
Okay.
Are we supposed to be making our own template? Like
No.
with the hackathon?
No. So again, whatever you're seeing on the screen, this entire part with DH Design Hackathon, with the number over here, Learn, Innovate, Win, with the image, all of this entire upper part of this screen that you're seeing right now, that needs to be maintained throughout the video no matter what. All right. And this overall size is 1080 by 1639 pixels. All right.
Got
Now
it.
this is the template. Now, I mean, all of you are familiar with how templates work, right? So this is just like another template that you have to follow across your video. That's one thing. The second thing is the number that you see here in the pink box. Now that is where your team number is going to come. All right. And of course, it's a 1 minute video. There will be multiple clips that you will be including. So in each and every clip, this number has to be there. So even if there is one clip which is missing this team number, it might not play well at your end. All right. So I hope these two basic points everyone has understood. One is maintaining this exact template on the top, the size of the template, and the team number has to be reflected here. Is everyone with me so far? Just
Yes,
give a
ma'am.
thumbs up, or please do let me know in the chat. Okay. So far everyone has understood that. Great. Okay. Oh, wait, there was one question. How do we pick our teams? See, the team numbers will be assigned to you, all right? So you don't have to worry about that. But just keep in mind that when you do get your team numbers, they should be reflected here. Okay? That is the thing. Now, like I mentioned in the beginning, it is in viewing option, right? Which means you cannot edit this. So what you guys do, I want all of you to pay attention. What you have to do is you go to File. Okay, it's right next to viewing. You go to File, you click on it. Is everyone getting this drop down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everyone's getting the drop down. So in this drop down, there is this option called Make a Copy. Again, is it visible for everyone? It's a Make a Copy option. It's above the download part, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am, I'm not able to see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'll repeat again. You go to File next to the viewing option. All right, viewing option means you can't edit the file. So you have to go to File, which is next to that viewing option. Click on that, and then you get a drop down menu. When you click on
Ma'am,
the drop, yes.
ma'am, I don't have viewing. I have view only. So
All right, that's totally fine. Is there a file option that's at least showing up in the
yes,
side?
ma'am. Yes.
Okay, when you click on it, are you getting a drop down option?
Yes,
Like a
ma'am.
set of options? Right. Is there below accessibility? Is there something called Make a Copy?
No, ma'am.
There's
Ma'am,
no.
we do
Ma'am,
get
we
a
don't have
drop down,
accessibility.
but then, ma'am, we get a drop down,
Mhm.
but in the drop down, we have create new designs, settings, download, find text, open in desktop app, suggest improvement. We don't have the
Okay.
Did
the
you log in?
But
Did you log in?
ma'am,
I logged
I'm
in and it worked.
Guys,
I'm
guys,
able
1 minute, 1
to.
minute. All of you calm down. All of you calm down. Okay. 1 minute. Let me follow the exact steps that what you're following. You're all clicking on the link that is shared in the chat box, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So why don't I follow the same thing? I will open it. Okay. And I'll share my screen.
Ma'am, I'm getting the make a copy option. It's working properly.
Okay.
Yes,
Just give
ma'am.
me 1 minute.
Ma'am, I guess it's just for those who have not signed in yet. Because,
Probably.
So should we
yes, ma'am,
sign
I've
in?
been.
So see, that could be a possibility. Ideally, if you have an account, you can create one using Google. Okay, why don't we clarify this? How many of you have an account on Canva? Can you please raise your hands? Or okay, let's rephrase the question. How many of you don't have an account? Those who don't have, raise your hands.
That's the better question.
Yeah, who all do not have? All right. So why don't you all do me a favor? All right, let's clarify that basic step. I will share my screen and let's clarify that. Okay, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
cool. So let's log into Canva,
You
right?
get that option after logging in.
Okay, so if you, okay, I have already logged in, so why don't we just sign? All right, just one thing, guys. So when you open Canva, there will be a login page that ends up coming, right? And that login page will look something like this. So is someone getting something like this? For those who don't have an account, can someone just say yes or reply in the chat?
No, ma'am, it's different. Like there's only 3 options.
Okay. Ideally, if you do not have a Canva account, you will probably get something like this where you can sign up through Google, all right, and you will log into Canva. For those who are not able to edit or access the Canva file, all right. So if you get the option of saying, oh, I've not logged in and hence I cannot make a copy, just make sure that you continue and log into Canva using Google. It's easier. And once you have logged in, why don't you just, okay, for those who haven't logged in, just try logging in and give a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, when I move to the next step. Okay, why don't we just give a moment for everyone? Don't worry, we'll get to that step. Okay, so ideally, I hope by now at least most of you have figured out how to at least
Yes,
log into
ma'am.
Canva, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, okay, lovely. So after you log in, and if this is after you click the link and this is what you're getting right now, again, when you go to File, there is an option called Make a Copy. Is that reflecting now for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, don't go to this open menu. Don't go to open menu or anything. Go to the File option. There'll be 3 options here. If you're after logging in, go to File, click on Make a Copy, and just click on that.
Okay,
Just
ma'am.
click on Make a
Ma'am.
Copy. All right. So after you've made a copy, I will show how it look like. Okay. Now again, this is in viewing mode, right? So once I go to File and I make a copy, a new copy has been made. Now, if you notice, it's changed to editing option, and I'm able, when I hover, I'm able to see all of this, right? Is everyone able to make a copy?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
I
I
can't
didn't make a copy.
Ma'am, I didn't understand.
Ma'am, I made a success.
All right.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I mean, sorry, ma'am, Shreya.
Yes.
How do we do the viewing option? The full screen.
Okay, for that, there is this small option down here. Can you see this preview?
Oh, yeah, got it.
When
Thank
I
you.
hover, yeah, that will make it go full screen. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Someone is asking for the link again. Okay, this is the link if you need reference. All right. So once you have made a copy and this is the screen that you're landing on, again, if you remember what I mentioned earlier, whatever is on the screen that on the top, that needs to be maintained throughout. So now since this is editable, you've made a copy of the first Canva file that you've got, right? Since you have now made a copy of it, you can edit it. So now you can delete this, and whatever you are making or you are presenting in your 1-minute video should be in the white space that is present here. This should be left untouched. The only thing that you will have to change is this number that you can see. Is everyone able to see the place where I've selected the number?
How do you make a copy?
Ma'am, I can't see it, ma'am.
Okay, I think someone
can
asked how to
zoom
make
in.
a copy. Just one last time. after you get the file, it'll be in viewing option, which means you can't edit it. Next to that, there is file. You click on file, you get a drop down, and you get a make a copy option, and you just click on it. A copy will be made. So you can create
After I
any
click
number.
on it, nothing is happening.
Oh, is nothing is happening? Okay, who is facing this issue?
Mommy loves.
I'm also
Okay.
facing the issue.
Ma'am, I'm not
Okay.
getting the copy option only.
Okay. Why don't we try this? Is everyone able to see my screen on Chrome?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
cool. So why don't we try making a copy
Yes, ma'am.
here? Mm, okay. Just give me 1 second. I think I understand what you guys are kind of facing. Okay. So I think what is happening is when you click on file and make a copy and you're in the web, you are not able to actually get a copy of it. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So just another question. How many of you have the Canva app in your laptops or in your devices?
Ma'am, I
I
have.
have. Ma'am, I have.
Okay. So if you do have the Canva app, it will be easier for you to make a copy because whatever you are opening here through the link, it will reflect in your Canva app. All right. So
How to
for those
download?
who are unable to see the Canva template copy right now, it could probably be because of that. Okay.
But it works good enough with the link only as a web browser.
Okay, for those for whom it is working, great. Go ahead. Just make sure you save whatever you're doing. For those, in case if it's not working on that as well, then just try to download so that you can access it again. All right, so we'll go on to the next steps. Now, if you remember, after making a copy, you delete this middle number, and whatever you see in the white space is your workspace where you're going to present what you have done. And again, where I've highlighted here is where you will edit your team number. So let's say my team is 8859. So I just change it to 59 and I let it be. All right.
Yeah.
This little 3-dot button in the corner when you hover
Yes,
over
ma'am.
it. Yeah, so when you click on it, you'll get this pop-up. Everyone's getting this pop-up, right? Okay. I am hoping it's a yes. So then you have this duplicate page. You can do this, or there
Ma'am,
is
can you
an
repeat,
option.
please?
If you are using Windows, you can do Control D. If you're using an Apple or a Mac laptop, you can do Command D.
Ma'am,
All
can
right,
you
you
please
see the
repeat?
option is right here.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I kinda just deleted the team number. So how should I just get it back? Because I'm
Just
not
do
able
Control
to.
Z. Control Z or Command Z, whatever it is. Is
Ma'am,
it
what should
going
I
to
do
be
with the
back?
text that
Okay.
Ma'am, or you can
got?
press the text and you can put a text box.
No, no,
Okay.
don't add the
Don't,
text box because it
yeah.
will be in a different format altogether. You cannot change any of those elements. Okay, so in this case, Arya can say Control Z, or there are little back arrow buttons, on the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
So click on that. That is an undo. So whatever mistakes that you have done, it will kind of trace back. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So yes, as I mentioned, there is an undo redo option also here on the top bar here, or you can do Control Z or Command Z based on your laptop. Okay. Now, like I mentioned, so since this template has to be maintained across your video, what you can do is there is this 3 little button option that's coming when you hover over that clip. If you click on it, there is a duplicate page option. You click on that, the same thing gets duplicated. So what happens? This upper part of your video template remains the same. So you can create duplicates of it and work on your white space. So you don't have to worry about typing your number again and again. All right.
Ma'am, I'm not
Yes.
able to see the 3 dots.
Okay. If you're not able to see the 3 dots, also click on the clip. Okay. Let's say this is not there. Click on the clip and press Control D or Command D. Do you see a new one popping up in the side? Yeah. Okay. So that means you can duplicate it. That's a shortcut. That's a shortcut. So you create a duplicate, and whatever image you're putting here, that is the first one is your problem statement. Second will be your insight, that you can create more duplicates. Third will be your your ideations, whatever you would have found. Then you again duplicate. Here you will put out your final solution, break down how your solution is going to look like, and maybe a continuation of it, and lastly a conclusion page.
Ma'am,
So
how to delete a page?
You just click on it and you press delete. That's all.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, so how many pages will be like are we supposed to make?
So we would suggest, I would suggest keep it to the number I've made here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't go beyond 6 because you will have to time all of this to 1 minute, right? Now I will show you an example of my video that I have made. All right. So you'll understand how the content is, how much of the video is there, all of that. But is it so far clear regarding the template, how to edit the team number and how to make a copy? 3 steps.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. I have a
Ma'am, I
doubt.
accidentally deleted the team number, ma'am. Means I
Again,
wanted
just
to.
Ma'am,
do
how to
Control
add,
Z or undo option here.
ma'am,
Okay,
how
ma'am.
to add content in the blank area, ma'am?
Yeah, I will show all of that. Okay. So for example, I will go to my see. Okay, is everyone able to see this? Is
Ma'am,
everyone
where,
able to see
ma'am?
my screen?
Ma'am.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
I'm having trouble making a copy of the.
Okay. Have you tried to make a copy through the browser itself?
Yeah.
Okay. And even after making a copy, is it not reflecting there after logging into your Canva account?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why don't you do me a favor? Just
Ma'am, I have
try.
the option
Yes.
of, ma'am, I'm having the option of copying, but whenever I touch the copy button, yours sends you to another tab. That's not happening to me. I use
Okay.
Microsoft Edge and Google. It's not working.
Okay, that's fine. I think the best other option is why don't you download the Canva app to your laptop? Okay, so that then you can make a note of the link, everyone, irrespective of whether you have got the template or not, just make a note of that link which has been shared in the chat box and keep it for your reference. Okay, now for Arohi, yeah, so why don't you just make a note of that link when you download the Canva app and you log in, and when you click on that link and you do the same process of making a copy, it will reflect on the app. Okay, so then you will be able to edit it easier in case if your browser is not working. Okay.
Shreya?
Shreya,
Yes.
is it possible for us to make the entire presentation in one template for 60 seconds?
In one template, I don't think that's possible because you will have different kinds of content. For example, if you're able to see my
Oh,
screen, this is one set of content, right? When
oh,
you click on the next clip, it's a different set of content. Then the
understood.
third, and the fourth. So you will have to create
so
multiple clips.
so this is displayed like a video in the
Huh?
end, like a
Yes, this will be displayed like a video. So
like what about the background content, like the
I
voice?
have a doubt, ma'am.
Uh,
Doubt.
One
okay.
at a time, guys.
Okay,
I have
why don't all of you just raise your hands and wait? I will explain everything, how to make the video, how to edit it, how to
I opened
time your
Canva
videos.
and did this.
Sorry? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not able to understand. If it's not for me,
All right.
just keep
So
yourself on mute.
let us get
Yeah.
back to our meeting etiquettes. All right. If everybody speaks at the same time, it's not going to help nobody, right? So if you have any doubts, please raise your hands or you can type your question in the chat window. We will address all your questions. Okay. And when you raise your hands, please wait for your turn. We will ask you to unmute and you can ask your question. All right. So let us follow this method. Raise your hands in the using the icon, and then we will address or we'll call each of you to voice your concerns. Okay. All right.
Okay, thank you, Mesa. So let's just wait, just hold on, guys. I know you're all having doubts and you're really eager to know. Just keep them parked for now. Okay. So I think this step everyone realized and they know how to make duplicates. Now I'm just showing how I had done for the previous one. So if you see again, across all the clips, the heading, which is this main part, is constant throughout, no matter what content is going in the white space, right? So just make sure that throughout the video, you maintain that part. It's a template, so you cannot edit it. And again, whatever is your team number, make sure it's reflected everywhere.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, can we add Google Photos, ma'am, and paste it?
Yes, you can. It completely depends on how you want to show your information.
Excuse me, ma'am.
So, okay, guys, why don't you just raise your hands one at a time, okay? And just wait. I promise I will get back to all your questions. I'll explain this completely and then I'll get back to you, okay? I'm very sorry. Okay. So now, the first part of your video, which is the problem statement, make sure you type in your problem statement and have one strong image that is reflecting it. And maybe you can have an option of putting an extra text here. Now, it's not very complicated to make it, and you can immediately, it'll be very simple, I can say. Okay, so why don't we just use the template that you have here? So this is what your template is. Let's say this is your theme, right? So this is your theme. I have put this image here, and let's say I want to have a strong image. All right, let's say I want to include this man's image, or all right, why don't we just do that? So there, do you see this upload option that's coming up here for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so you go to upload and you have three options, which is images, videos, and audio. Okay, so under the image section, you go and select upload files. Okay, when you click on upload files, your file explorer will open. Okay, and you will be able to choose the image that you want. So I think someone asked about Google Photos, that you can use that, or any of the AI generated images that you would have created to explain your problem statement. You use that image. So I'm just going to be using this for now since that is there. I'll open it. And you see it's uploading here. Did everyone notice that? So far, everyone's with me? At least for
Yes,
what
ma'am.
I'm saying. Okay. So like this, you can upload your image and
Yes,
all you
ma'am.
have to do is click on it and it will paste it here. Okay. So, okay, why don't we just make this a little more fun?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I'm not able to view the images in uploads.
You're not able to view the images.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you
Okay.
once again show how
Ma'am,
to
it's telling drag media here to upload or connect an account. So like, what am I supposed to do?
Okay.
Ma'am,
So
I
when
think
you,
that's because
All right. Okay, that's totally fine. So when you click on uploads, do you see this option of upload files?
Yes, ma'am.
So you click on upload files, it will open your file browser.
Ma'am, it's not doing that actually.
Ma'am, it's opening something else.
Okay, what is opening for you guys? Can someone just take a screenshot and send it in the chat?
Ma'am, I'm using laptop.
Yeah, I think it will be possible. You just take a screenshot. Okay, so there's a screenshot option in Zoom chat. Please just click on that and take a screenshot.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, whatever you guys are seeing, just send a screenshot so that we'll know what is exactly going on.
Just click Windows plus print screen.
Okay, for those who are unable. Okay, Rohit, do you mind muting? I think my voice is echoing there. Okay, cool. So, I think for some people, there is that whole option of drag and drop that's also coming. So what you can do is in your laptops, you will have something called as downloads folder, or for Apple users, there's something called as the file explorer or the finder rather, right? So when you click on the finder, you can go to your downloads option and then you'll probably have multiple images that you would have downloaded, right? So let's say I have downloaded a couple of images here. So for some people, what you can do is when you go to uploads, and let's say you have an image downloaded in your downloads, all you can do is take that image and it'll come something like this. Is everyone able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So when I dragged and dropped it, you see the image is getting uploaded here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so like that, there are two options. One is you can go to upload files option here, go to uploads, under images, upload files. When you click on it, it'll open your file browser and you can select whatever images you want. Okay, you can select whatever images you want to upload. And let's say, I think someone had done this lamp also. You can just click on that and you click on open. It'll get uploaded here. All right, and once it's uploaded, you just click on it and that image gets uploaded on the screen. Okay.
Ma'am, can you just
We can use
repeat?
this comment.
All right, I'll repeat one last time. The only thing is we're a little short on time, guys, so I'll go a little faster. All right, so try
Okay,
to
ma'am.
follow. Okay, again, you go to uploads, you click on uploads, you have images, videos, and audio. 3 options. Go to images. Under images, you have something called as upload files in a purple button option. You click on that, your file explorer should open, and then here you will have a downloads option, ideally. Windows and for Mac, you will have a download file or a folder that will be there. When you click on it, then you can select whatever image you want. Let's say I want this image, I select it and I press open and it will upload here.
How do I copy the template onto different pages?
Just select the clip and do Control D or Command D. Okay, that is one step. Or if you hover over it, you get like 3 buttons. You can click on that and you get an option to duplicate the image.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so this is one way of doing it. Second is you can open your Finder or your whatever folders you have in your system. Okay, and when you click on it, you will have a downloads folder, right? There you'll have all your images. So let's say there's a particular image that you have downloaded and you want to upload it in your Canva video. You just take this image, long press, and you drag and drop it here. You just drag and drop it, you see it's already getting uploaded in case your upload files option is not working. Once it's uploaded, all you have to do is click it and your image will come. Now, how you make your image presentable is completely up to you. You can make it like this, full screen. You can pull it down like this. This could be your problem statement. Let's say instead of keeping it like this, managing lighting systems. In Indian houses. Let's say this is your problem statement, right? So you can put your problem statement and you can put one strong image and maybe you can add some text, or you basically have to have one impactful image that is explaining what your text or what your problem statement is. Now, if everyone has understood how to add an image, I will just tell you how to add text. Again, in the upload place where the upload option is, right above there is a text option. If you click on the text option, you can see there is add text box, or you see there is heading, subheading, and body. Okay, so you can click on add text box. Okay, why don't I just remove this? Okay, why just add a text box? You see a text box appears like this with your paragraph text. Then here you can type your problem statement, right? So whatever your problem statement is, you can put it here. And again, you can do anything with the image. Now, even if I want to make the image bigger, you see I have stopped it here. I have not disturbed the template above because that needs to be constant. You can either do it like this. Whatever you do with the image, just make sure this part is not affected. Okay? Yes.
Ma'am, so like if any cause the top part is like a bit covered, the particular page won't be accepted.
Yes, it won't be accepted. So you'll have to make sure that whatever you do, it's within the white space. And Canva, it will be smart enough to help you stop till there. You see this pink line that it's showing up to say till where you can stop for the image. So it'll help you guide there, right? So just make sure it just reaches there and doesn't go beyond that line. All right. So again, like I said, how do you add the text? You go to text option here. You have an add text box. When you click on add text box, you get this option here and you can type your problem statement. Done? All right. So far, is everyone with me?
Shreya,
Yes.
how do you get to add a text box? Like, where is it?
When you go to text option, where uploads is there on the utmost left column of your screen, just where you are accessing uploads, a little bit above, there is text option. When you click on text, you have a big purple box which says add a
Yeah.
text box.
Yeah, got
When
it.
you click on it, you get this and you can type whatever text you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, when you have this, in case you want to change the font here itself, you can see the different options. It's like using Word itself. You have the font name, you have the font size, you can change the font color, bold, italics, underline. You want to strike through all of that, options are here. Again, this is how you want to align your text. If you want to make it as points, all of these options are here. So if you want to change your font, you have these options here. It will suggest whatever options are available. The font is available. And let's say I want to select Roboto. I click on it and it will change the font. Okay. Again, if I want to make it bold, I just click on the bold option. It will make it bold.
Shreya,
Yes.
the problem is I'm clicking on the add a text box, but then I'm not getting the cursor back to the page to type.
You just have to double click on it. So when you again click on it, and let's say you've not selected it, you just have to hover and double click on it. And you'll be able to edit the text.
Yeah. Okay.
It's very simple, guys. It's not very complicated. It's like using Word only, but it's just a little more interesting. That's all.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Okay. So the first page is done. Okay, we have to go to the next part. Okay, so after your problem statement is done, is someone actually speaking? I'm sorry.
How do you change the color of the font?
There is an option right there you see this text color next to text size? Yeah, just explore these options, guys. It's all right there. So you just have to click on it
I
and
have
you
a
have
doubt,
different
ma'am.
fonts. Yes, Shreyansh.
What is magic, right?
So Magic Write it's just a feature of Canva where you can give it a prompt as to what it needs to write. And let's say this is the problem statement is what I've written there, right? So if I just want to, let's say this is how I've written it, and I ask it to generate, it just creates some text for you. Now,
Ma'am,
if
are
it
we allowed to use this for the event?
you can, but again, I don't really use this before. It's again generated AI, but it's through Canva. So you can give it a try, but I suggest whatever tools that we have taught you, you can explore those and you can explore this along with them. Now that you're aware of how you can use it, if you're able to get the Magic Write option, see what you can do with it and use that tool appropriately. All right. There's no
Okay.
harm in not using it. Just make sure that the content is correct and it's aligning to whatever you have learned from the toolkit. Okay, going to the next one. Now, similarly, this is what I had done for mine, where I created, there is an impactful image, there is the problem statement. Now going to the next one. In the next clip that you have created, you have to mention your insights, right? So let's go back to this one. So let's say since we're doing with lighting, why don't we just come up with some facts? So again, I will go here. I'm here at text. I add a text box. Let's say, so through Copilot and ChatGPT, you would have gotten your insights. You put your lighting, whatever your problem statement or your problem statement is, the insights that you have got there. You can, I'm so sorry. Whatever insights you have there, you can probably put it as pointers. All you have to do is press on this pointer, like the list button that is here. Okay, so you can say pointer 1, click enter, pointer 2. Like this, you can create your pointers and you can create the list of insights that you have and also make sure that you're using images simultaneously. So let's say I had recently uploaded this image of this boy. I click on it. And let's say one insight that I got was the lighting system that I have. It is very painful to the eye, or there is no lighting system out there that is helping me manage the intensity of light, which is affecting the mood swing. Let's say that is a common point, or let's say 60% of the Indians use a lot of electricity or use a lot of lighting in their house. Those factors or insights that you will get from your problem statement, you can put it like this, and you can use good images again. And it's just in the way you present your work. It's just in the way you present your insights. Like how Sanjana had mentioned, she had one strong image of a man walking, and then she put her insights of how they're walking 14,000 steps and it's making an impact, right? Okay. Atharva, do you mind muting? It's just kind of coming in the way. Okay, thank you. So like I mentioned, you can have your insights like this. You can make it as pointers. You can put the image of the person you're talking about, and you can align your insights with the problem statement that you have. Is everyone good with me so far for the second
Yes,
step?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now the third step is where your ideations come into the picture, right? So again, I can go to text, I can add a text box, I say ideations, and let's say I have created the ideations for lighting, right? Right now I do not have any images that I've created, so I'll just say, like, imagine this is one of the ideas that I have. So I'll put it like this. I'll put an image, I give it probably a title, and I say idea 1, right? I put idea number 1, just highlight the title as well so that people understand that, okay, this is the heading. right? And I have idea number 1, and under all of this, I have the pointer 1, again, pointer 1, pointer 2. So again, you are free to explore however you want. I'm just giving a brief idea of how you can, the basic structure that you should ideally include. Okay, you have your ideations, and these ideations could be sketches. Again, I do not have sketches, so I'm just using this image as an example. Okay, so let's say I have 2 ideations. The more ideations, the better, but for the hackathon, maybe you can select your top 3 ideations. It'll be easier for you to identify what is better. Again, similarly, you have all of this. You can just, okay, you can copy paste it. Okay, I'll teach you how you can also duplicate this faster. You select all of this. Do you see this little option again that shows up? Duplicate option. Okay, I'm hoping everyone's able to see that. After you just select whatever text you want, there is this option called duplicate. You just click on it, it makes a copy, and you just have to drag it down. It becomes a copy. And then you can change whatever information you want. So this is how you ideally show. You have an ideation page, you have your images, your sketches, you explain what the idea is called, and you have the pointers. So how I had done was something like this. I had the image and I had my concept for the image. That is my idea, what it was. Again, this was the concept image and this was the explanation. Okay, so again, like I mentioned, your sketches and your idea along with the pointers. So far, everyone's with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Just going to. All right. Okay. Now going to the next part, which is after you have your sketches, you have to have one validated idea. You have validated your problem statement, you have validated a worthy insight to tackle. Then after you get your insight, you have your ideas that is there, right? And now coming to the main idea that you have selected. Now the main idea that you would have selected, I would suggest you make a separate image that is explaining and introducing your idea. Okay. Again, I'm really sorry I don't have images right now, but let's just assume that this is my final idea that I have, okay, for the lighting idea. Now I'll put this here, okay, I'll make this very big, and let's say, again, I will add a text box here. I'll put it up here so that people can see. And say introducing. You give your idea name, like how Sanjana had it for the boots, right? She had called it Bharat Boosters. Like that. I had Suri, which was a huge term, which I came up with, Sustainable Urban Resource Management System for India. So through your ChatGPT Copilot, you will be able to come up with these terms and understand. Okay. So once you select your idea, you give your idea name or your concept name. So you have a concept name.
Shreya,
Okay.
just a doubt, sorry.
Yes.
What was the second slide about?
The second slide is your insights, the insights that you will get, and one validated insight.
Like the
out of it.
problem we want to solve.
No. So the problem statement, the problem that you want to solve will be on the first page.
Okay.
Then what are the insights, the facts regarding the problem statement that you have chosen? That will be listed out here. That is basically your findings, whatever you have found out. You have a problem. Why is that problem existing? Your insights will be put out here.
Okay, so our information about the
Yes.
problem.
So whatever you learned today with respect to ChatGPT and Copilot to generate information, especially Copilot, you put those pointers here and explain that
Okay.
this is what I found out. Then
Yeah.
the next one is your ideations. You have your sketches. Unfortunately, I do not have sketches. So I will, assuming these are your sketches or your ideas that you have, you put it out like this. I would encourage you to have 3 ideas at least so that you can explain them how much you've explored. And then from all those 3 ideas, you can conclude to one. Then the fourth one could be, again, let's say this is your final concept that you have rendered and you have come up with. You can give an introduction page. So let's say your introducing whatever your concept name is. Again, like I mentioned, you can change the color. Let's say making this white. I'll make it bold. And I'll give this a nice concept image. So I'm not coming in the way of the image. I'm just keeping it above so that you can see this and you can see the name of the concept. All right. Or if you want to make it look very fascinating, you can just say introducing here. And let's say down here, you can put the concept name and you can make it very big so that people can see it and it looks a little fancy. Okay. Maybe we can change it to black itself, wherever it looks nicer. So you can explore how you want to introduce your concept. Okay. Everyone with me here? So far, so good? Thumbs
Yes,
up.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Shreya ma'am,
Yes.
can we add effects to the text?
Yes, you can add effects. This entire option that you see here, there's an option called effects. You can add effects. It will give you different variations in which you can present your text. You can make it hollow, add a shadow. So all of this you guys can explore once I've briefed you on how to use Canva. You can explore how you would want to make your text look visible. Just make sure that whatever effects you do add, it should follow the flow and make your presentation look good. All right, it shouldn't take away the idea that you have put forth. That's all. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Okay, let's move on. So after this, you explain the concept that you have in detail. So here I have, this was my idea of the vehicle, the EV vehicle that will pick up all the garbage, and it has the AI integrated waste segregation system and also the entire concept of IoT bins. IoT is nothing but Internet of Thinking. Okay, it's a concept that I learned and I also got to know through the insights that I did for the hackathon. So like that, you'll get insights and you can explain your idea. So now let's say this is the idea that you have, right? Here I have this lighting option. So again, here I upload the image and okay. Here, if I want to make lines and say I want to explain what this image is about, maybe I can place it here. Now, do you see this option called elements? Is everyone able to see the elements option?
Yes,
You click on elements, then you see shapes. So under shapes, you can click on shapes here. When you click on shapes, you get all these options. Is everyone again? Okay, I'll repeat again. So this is how your image is. You go to elements option. When you hover, you have something called shapes. When you click on shapes, you get all of these options. You get lines and shapes. All right. Now, once I select a specific line, you can use a dotted line or a straight line. You can click on it. It comes here. You can place it wherever you want. So let's say this purple part of my image, since I want to highlight what it is, you can click on you can hold shift button, and when you hold shift, it will follow the straight line. It's a simple drawing, what you already would have learned, right? So you click on that, and when you click on it, is everyone able to see these options that are showing up here?
Yes, ma'am.
So you see, I can make this, so there's a line start and a line end. So when I click on each of that, I can tell how I want my line to look like. So let's say I wanted to have an arrow. If I click on it, is everyone able to see this arrow that's happening like this? So it'll create like this. Or let's say I do not want the arrow at the end. I can click on this, but I want it at the starting. So if I do this, you see the change that has happened here. So like that, you can create arrows.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Ma'am, sorry to disturb, but when is this session going to end?
So this will actually end by 8:30, but since there were a lot of questions, we might have to extend it for a few minutes more. All right, so this is the second last slide. After this, if there are any questions, I will be able to answer them. Okay?
Shreya, I have a doubt.
Yes.
How will shapes help us in our video? What effect is it gonna give?
So the shapes will help you put your text a little more cleaner, and it will help you highlight important information, right?
This is basically just a underlining of the text. That's it.
You can use it as underlining of text, or you can use it as highlight. So for example, if I come to my insights page and if I add, let's say, a circle, right? If I click on the circle, I can change the color of the circle here. I can choose maybe, let's say, gray, and then I can add it here, and I can add the image of the person over here.
Ma'am, can we put text inside the shapes?
Yes, you can add text inside. So when you double click on this, do you see this cursor that is coming?
Oh,
This
I
can
do.
happen to any image. So you can double click on it and you can type whatever you want.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, these shapes and arrows are from elements, right?
Yes, they're from elements. When you click on elements, there is a shapes option. You just
Okay,
have
ma'am. Thank
to
you.
click on that and it will show up. Okay.
Excuse me,
Yes, you
ma'am.
can. Yes.
Ma'am, how do you add the audio to the video?
Yeah,
The
I'll
audio
get to
in
that.
voice maker?
Yes, that's the last step. I'll just get to that. Okay, so the fourth video that you're seeing here, the arrow is there. You can again copy, paste. Same thing. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. You can copy, paste it. You can adjust the length of this however you want based
Okay.
on how you want to highlight the information. Let's say these yellow lights, I want to highlight them also. Like this, you can use the lines to highlight parts of your image and explain what is what. Okay? This is the next one. So I will say this is where again, you can change the color of your text, and you can say explaining your ideas in depth. Okay, so this is where you explain your idea in depth. You can add a paragraph and you can use these arrows to identify. That's the first thing, or rather the fourth thing. Now, lastly, the last slide that you're coming to, this is going to be a conclusion slide. So in your conclusion slide, you can have a strong image or a concluding point. So let's say here, since we were doing for Viksit Bharat and mine was waste segregation, I took an image of a robot giving a cloth to an old woman because it was all about recycling whatever waste is there and making sure it can help someone in need. So I chose this kind of an image. So you can add this or you may not add this. It is totally up to you. I would encourage you to have a concluding slide so that it is just a good ending to the 1 minute video that you would have prepared.
Excuse me, Shreya.
Shreya,
Yes.
Shreya.
for the image which you put in the last, did you make it or did you generate it with AI?
It is AI generated. So it again, however you are going forth with your idea, whether it's AI generated, whether it's Google Images, any of it, just make sure that you are uploading the image at the beginning for your problem statement and for wherever it feels relevant in your video. I would suggest, since we are teaching you so much using the toolkit and how you can use the AI generated images to your advantage, I suggest you stick to that and try to include them. Okay. So again, in the last slide, you can have one conclusion. So I do not exactly have a conclusion image, but
Excuse me, Shreya.
yes.
Is it compulsory for us to have 6?
No, like like I
Yeah.
mentioned, the sixth slide is optional. You can use it as a concluding slide. There is no compulsion that you have to keep it 6 slides, but there should be at least a
Excuse me,
minimum of 5 slides.
No, I'm asking
ma'am.
Shreya,
Excuse me, ma'am.
can
I
we
have a
have
doubt.
can we have more than 6 slides?
I would suggest don't, because it'll become too much information you have to put for 1 minute. All
Okay.
right. So just to maintain the flow, try to keep it to 6 slides and make sure that the time is 1 minute. Now by default, all of this is 5 seconds each,
So it's
right?
30 seconds. So
Yes,
we
so
still
it's
have
showing here. If you can see the number, it's showing here, 30 seconds over here,
yeah, so we
right?
can we can take it up to 60 seconds, right?
Yes, you can. It ideally has to be within 60 seconds.
So 12 slides is basically compulsory.
When you say 12 slides, what do you mean by that?
12 slides makes 60 seconds if we take 5 seconds each slide.
Yes, okay. Now, again, if for that, there is also another option if you want to do. So, again, like I said, this is a conclusion slide. This is optional. Okay, if you want to do it, you can. If not, also, it's okay. But there should be a minimum of 5 slides. Minimum is 5 clips, rather. Okay, which is explanation. Now, why I'm saying 5 clips is because I'll explain why. When you hover, do you see this option that is coming here? Do you see this option that's coming like this? That little change in the cursor. So when I do this, do you see I'm able to increase the amount of time?
Yes.
So I just have to click and I can extend the amount of time I'm giving per clip.
Ma'am, I'm not able to do it with the laptop, but on the phone I'm able to do it.
Okay, in the laptop, it should be easier. All you can do is, okay, when you also click on the clip, do you see the top or menu that is showing up here?
Yes,
So in
ma'am.
the top menu, do you see this edit timing that is showing
Okay,
up?
ma'am.
So you
Okay.
can click on that and you can increase the time to however you want, or you can even type it. Let's say I want it to be 12 seconds. I just type in 12 and it'll adjust to 12 seconds.
I have a
Okay?
question. I have a question.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, who's speaking?
How do we add audio to the clip?
Yeah, I will come to that. That's after I teach you how to increase this, right? So I hope everyone's understood this. So you can basically increase the time, reduce the time, and based on how much of what information you want to show, you can represent it. Now see, for having increased the time in these slides, it's come up to 41 seconds. If I increase it further, however I time it, I will have to get it to 1 minute. Okay, let's just probably increase this one and this.
If we want, can the time be less than 1 minute?
If you're able to explain everything under 1 minute, great. But just to have ample amount of time, we would suggest you try to stick to 1 minute. It would be easier. Okay. So let me just set this. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, but for the past 2 classes, I'm not wrong, I've heard you people talk about this one DH toolkit. Ma'am, what is this DH toolkit to be exact?
Okay. So the DH toolkit is something that will be shared on the day of the hackathon, 9th and 10th initially. That is the 6 outcomes from the problem statement to your insight. It is basically an Excel sheet that will break down each step how you can address what. Okay. It is basically like clues to how to get your problem statement. Now, if we give all of that to you right now, you will probably know how to crack the hackathon, right? So the DH toolkit is basically an Excel sheet with instructions of how you can go through your problem statement.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks,
Sir,
ma'am.
Yeah.
if you don't have any doubts, can I
Anaga, do
leave
you
or do we
mind
still have to stay?
muting yourself or someone? Akanksha, Anaga? Yeah, okay, sorry. Yes, okay. Before I take up any doubts, I'll just show how to add your audio, but I hope everyone's understood how you can time each clip differently and make sure it comes to 1 minute. Okay. Now you go to uploads. Do you see an audio option here? You go to uploads, you click on audio, and you say upload files. Okay. When you upload files, when you click on it, again, your file explorer will show up and you can select you can select your specific audio file. Now, I do not have any audio file per se right now. Okay. So I will just quickly go here. So I've just generated a 1-minute speech. I'll go to Voice Maker, as you guys are familiar with. I'll put it here. Okay. Let's just go with one person's voice. Okay. And okay, let's just say this is the whole thing. Okay, this is what I have. And I say convert to speech. Okay, it's generated some file. I have downloaded it. Okay. Now you see it's downloaded my file. So if I go here in my downloads, it is downloaded as an audio. Now going back here to your Canva, you go to uploads, you go to the audio section, you click on upload files. Whatever audio you would have downloaded, you click on that and click on open. So the audio file, if you see, it's getting uploaded. Okay, so you can upload your 1-minute speech, whatever it is. It'll be uploading here. It'll take a while. After you have uploaded it, all right, then, okay, let's just saying upload and now. So why don't I just take some audio of mine? So if you see here, it'll get uploaded at the beginning of the text, right? Just a minute. Okay. All right. So just make sure you go to the beginning of your video, then you go to upload and you select or you upload your file, go to the audio section, you upload your file, you select the audio one and you click on open. Once it gets uploaded, you just select this and then you say open. Okay, this is only selected. So why don't we try that? You go to the beginning, you go to your uploads and I click on it. Is everyone getting this sort of audio image here? Can I get a thumbs up or an okay? Okay. So once you get this audio, which means your whatever 1-minute audio you would have generated, it will show up here. Now, based on what you say, you can adjust your clip size with respect to that.
Ma'am,
So
can you show how to add the audio after you've uploaded it once again?
okay, so after you've uploaded, you just have to click on it. You just click on this and it'll get added.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, go to the beginning of your video. You just select that audio option and then it'll get selected or it'll get uploaded there. Okay. So now let's say
I guess you have not shared your audio. Not able to hear it.
okay, is it in terms of the volume or in terms of
Ma'am, we can't hear
No, ma'am, you have not.
the audio because I think you're not shared your audio also.
Ma'am, you have not shared the audio.
there's not
Ma'am,
share
you've
audio?
not shared your audio.
Excuse me,
Oh,
Shayna.
okay. Got it.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I am finding it difficult to get to download the audio. Like, can you show it from the website which you open the voice maker and then where you download it and then you get it to
So,
Canva?
okay, if you go to Voice Maker, you have two options here. You have this download option and you have this as well. So
Shreya,
I selected this
you need to
download
share,
option.
Shreya, you have to share your entire screen because you can't see, we are only seeing the Canva screen, not the other.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Why don't I just share my whole screen?
Yes.
Okay. Share entire screen. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay. So do you see this option here? You can
Yeah.
just click
Yeah.
on this and it'll get downloaded.
So I have to type the entire text which I want in voice as well.
Yeah, here, were you there when they briefed about how to use Voice Maker?
No, yeah, I did, but then I don't know like for each template I have to download an each one
No,
to
you
make.
don't have to. Or you don't have to. So let me just clarify that. So after you have your entire 1 minute audio, all you have to do is upload it. All right. Now, once you've uploaded your audio that you can see here, all you'll have to do is adjust your clips to whichever part of the audio that's happening. All right. So just 1 minute.
Yeah, Shreya, what I would like to tell here is because there is a limit on the number of characters that we can use in one go for
Yes.
Voice Maker. Okay, so they may have to break down their entire script into short 250 character sentences,
Okay.
right? And they have
Okay.
to download them multiple times, and they have to get those videos, so audios here, those 6
Mhm.
or 7 audios, and then they need to map it to the
Okay.
respective slides. All right.
Okay. Okay. So if
Uh,
that's the case, then just
wouldn't it be easier if we just made different audios for different slides and then we wouldn't have to worry about
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
limitation?
That is
yeah.
also
So
it works. Yeah.
yeah. So as sir mentioned, you can do that. So let's say you have multiple audios. So for all these slides, you have, let's say, 6 audio clips. You can add those 6 audio clips. You see, they can sit one next to the other. So if my clip, I've put it for 8 seconds. So till the time when I say good morning and I introduce my problem statement, I will make sure that I time my clip for that much. And my audio also, I can adjust it to that. Okay. And then the next audio clip, I can put it here at the beginning of the next clip, and I can adjust it to that clip size, or I can adjust the clip size to the audio clip, however you want. Again, if I have, let's say, a third audio clip, I can again add it to the next. This one is slightly longer. I want to keep all of it together. I adjust it to my audio clip. Okay. So I can adjust it. Here, so this is about 14.9 seconds. I make sure my clip is also 14.9 seconds. So like this, you can make multiple audio clips for each of your video clips for the 1 minute video, and you can complete your entire 1 minute, and just keep a track on the number, the time here, and make sure it's within 1 minute. So far, is everyone able to get this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, God.
Okay. Okay, great. Now the last step, so you figured out what goes on each slide. The template needs to be maintained, the team number has to be maintained. Your problem statement is your first clip, your insights, what you have learned from them, from the problem statement, then your ideations, an introduction image with the concept name, then explaining your idea in depth, what it is about. And lastly, if you want, you have an option of making a conclusion page. Then, if you want to add an audio, you go through the same steps of going to uploads, but you go to the audio section and you upload your files to the Canva account or to the Canva platform. And then you can adjust, you can close this, you can just click on this again or close it. And you can adjust the clips that you have added. You can keep them one next to the other. You can drag and see. What usually happens is sometimes the audio can go below the other audio. You can always copy paste it to a specific clip. Okay. So you can adjust the audio to your clip, or you can adjust the clip according to the audio. Just make sure you time it properly. And when you play it, it's consistent. And all those multiple audio clips that you have put, assign it to your video clips and create your 1 minute video. Now, if you want to preview it in a big size, you see in the bottom right corner, there is a preview option that is there. You just click on it and it'll show you like this. You can make it full screen. So you can make it full screen, it'll appear like this. If you to make it small screen, you can make it like this, and you can see how your video will look overall. Okay. And if you want to exit out of this, you just go to close option here and you close it.
Excuse me, ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, are we allowed to add like a light background music if we want to?
Yes, I think you can, but I would suggest don't let that overpower your voice, because we would want your voice to be more audible and what you're speaking to be more audible than the background music, right?
Excuse me, Shreya.
Yes.
Is it possible to add mini audio in the audios in the background?
Yes,
Like
you can. You can
like
you can overlap sounds with the background, but again, I would suggest you give it a thought and experiment how that works, because ideally your voice, what you're speaking, should stand out more than what your background music is.
Yeah.
All right. So I and a lot of other participants, we haven't used background music because it will overlap our voice. So if you are willing to, I suggest you check it out, experiment and see how that works. But make sure it does not overpower your voice. What you're saying is most important in the 1 minute video.
But it's also about presentation, right? Will that be considered presentation?
So yes, it will be. Like I said, you will have to explore and see how that works out. And you'll have to make sure that your voice is standing out.
How will the judging be done for this, ma'am?
I think that Umesh sir can take it up
Right.
regarding the
So
judging.
there is a criteria that we'll be following, and we'll share that criteria with you, all of you. Okay. In fact, I thought I'll be sharing it today, but I could not get hold of that. So we'll be sharing that information on the 9th. Okay, the judging criteria.
So can you mention the link for the yesterday's session
Yeah, it had already been
recording?
shared. It had already been shared.
So I'm not able to find it.
All right, so let me just check that.
Excuse
Okay.
me, sir. So, can you talk about the devices we should bring on November 9th?
Right. So regarding the devices, grade 7 and 8 students will be using the computer labs that are available in the school. Other grade of students can bring their devices. So this is as per the instruction that has been given by the
So
school.
if you, sir,
Yes.
so if
Sir,
you
and all
use
of
the,
these computers in the computer labs, sir, half of them don't work properly.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
so
What
I
what
think,
the teachers in school also were not able to do properly in that.
so we will have to
There's
install,
no
I mean,
Wi-Fi.
yes, I think
So,
it'll be easier we use our personal devices
yes,
because we're
sir,
more
because the half
comfortable
of the
with them.
school
Yes,
computers
sir.
don't work.
And our
So what
accounts
I
are all
suggest,
logged in.
what I
Excuse me,
suggest,
sir.
yeah.
Guys, one at a time, your voices are overlapping. Okay. One at a
Okay,
time.
so just hear me out, guys. Okay, please speak to your class teacher or Ruchita ma'am. Take the permission and get your devices. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So the problem is not that we'll have to make an account again and again for all this stuff. Then it's gonna take a huge amount of time. The
Yes, sir.
computers don't.
Exactly,
Yeah,
sir.
on the computers.
Yes, sir, that's
Sir,
another
it will be
problem.
much better if we bring our own devices.
Yes,
To upload
it will be
images
much
also, it will be easier.
Please voice your concerns with Ruchita ma'am, and she is the person who's going to take the call. Okay, so if you have the devices, if you want to bring them, so please talk to your class teacher or Ruchita ma'am. All right. So,
So
but
just a
as
second.
per,
Which teacher?
as per the instructions we were given, grade 7 and 8 students will be using the computer labs. The other students like grade 9, 10, 11, 12, they will bring their own devices. So this is what we have been told.
Sir,
Sir,
will Wi-Fi
So
be
which
provided?
teacher
Yes,
should we
yes,
be
you'll be
speaking
provided
to?
Wi-Fi.
sir, how
Ruchita
long are
ma'am,
we allowed to take to make this?
make what?
Oh,
Sir, the video.
Sir, the video.
Oh, right. So you should be submitting the video by 4 p.m. on day 2. Okay.
Sir, the video should be made fully in school.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So if
This
we wish,
meeting.
can we do some part of it at home? Like if
Of course, you do at home and you bring it, no problem, but it has to be submitted by 4 p.m.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
So how
excuse
do
me,
we
sir.
submit it?
So we will be sharing a portal and you'll be accessing it through your Gmail account and then you'll be uploading there.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
How do we upload the sketches? Like, let's say if we are done it on a piece of paper, like I'm now an eighth. So how would we upload the sketches without another
So,
device?
yeah, of course, you need to have a mobile phone. So this has been discussed with your teachers. What they said that in the computer labs there will be teachers who will be having these mobile phones, smartphones. They'll help you to kind of capture the image and bring it to your into your presentation. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir, I have a doubt.
So
Yeah.
Excuse me,
So
sir, I have a
like
doubt. So like basically in Sanjana ma'am's videos, like in the picture of the boat, can I know how she made the sketches? Because I can't can't quite make the sketches in PC. I want to know how she made the sketches.
Sanjana, would you like to
Yeah.
answer? Yes.
Yeah, so you can always just sketch on a piece of paper and then take a photo and then put it on your slides. That is always welcome if you're not comfortable with sketching on your screen.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir.
Sir, actually, I have a doubt. On 9th and 10th, will it be full day for us in
Yeah.
school?
Yeah. It's a full day event. So from morning
So we have to
8:30
wear
till evening
uniform and
4.
everything.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Obviously.
From
There won't be
8:30 to
any
4:30.
classes on that day, right?
It is Saturday and Sunday.
Obviously not. We won't have classes.
It is Saturday and Sunday, so you'll not have any classes.
Sir, do we need to come
Huh?
in Excuse me, sir.
Okay, now let us follow the raising your hands. Okay. So
One
I'm going to
second.
call out your names so you can unmute and you can talk. Okay, so I'm seeing here Shreyans. Would you like to ask your question, Shreyans?
No, sir, I just forgot to lower my hand.
Okay. Prabhat?
Sir, if we want, so like, if we're not comfortable with using the school devices, so can we bring a home device and
Yes.
log it in?
Yeah, please, you can get your home devices, but you got to take permission from your class teacher. Okay?
Okay, sir, and like,
So,
one more doubt.
Yes.
So like, if one of our teammates accidentally filled the wrong option in the form, sir, on the day of the competition, sir, can we like still have them as a teammate?
Yeah, you can do that. Okay, but
Sir,
again,
one more doubt,
you have
sir.
to
Okay, sir.
coordinate. You have to coordinate with the teacher who is allocating the two teams or forming the teams. You can coordinate with them and you can do the changes, whatever changes that you would like to do.
Sir, I would like to ask a question, sir.
Who is
Sir,
this?
Me, sir, Shreyansh.
Oh, Shreyans. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. I would like to know, like, if you're not comfortable, like, connecting to the school Wi-Fi because, like, God knows what viruses there are on that, and we don't want to log into our own accounts, what should we do?
See, the school Wi-Fi would be more secure, okay, than your personal Wi-Fi. So you can use your school Wi-Fi. I don't think there should be any problem because all these school Wi-Fis are all secured ones.
So,
There won't be any
if
viruses.
we log in
sir,
with our Google account on the thing, on
Mhm.
the computer, it'll
Mhm.
get stored and then other children can access it later.
No. So if you log in through your personal account, once you finish your work, you can always log out, okay, from the
Sir,
device.
can I answer the
Sir, there's a
question?
password.
Like
sir,
regarding
sir,
the sixth and seventh and eighth graders getting laptop to school. Actually, sir, they're supposed to get the permission from the vice principal, as the class teachers may or may not be knowing about this program. They may be knowing, but they won't have the authority to allow them to get their own devices.
Right, right. So there is a hierarchy structure that has already been created, right? So
Sir,
Ruchita ma'am is kind of taking care of the entire event, okay, and she is in touch with certain class teachers. Okay, so we will inform your concerns to Ruchita ma'am, and she will get in touch with all of you guys, okay, all the participants, because we have all the students' registration details. So they will connect with you and they will clarify these doubts.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
go ahead.
what's the dress code for 9th and 10th November?
I think this is as per the school mandate. I think you're all coming in your school uniforms, as per my understanding.
Sir, but we're not comfortable in staying in the school uniform for 8 hours, sir. It's like a little. So, can we come in our own clothes?
That's
Wear the
not a
sports
call I will
uniform.
be taking.
sports
All
uniform.
right. That's not a call I
Sir,
can take, but I can definitely voice your concerns to Ruchita ma'am. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, sir.
sir,
Excuse me, sir.
sir, if you have no doubts,
Raise your hands. Okay, I see here. Next person is Sheikh Zain.
Yes, sir. I have a question to Shreya
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Shreya
please
ma'am,
go
is
ahead.
your device Suri AI ridden? Meaning, is the
Sorry.
AI riding the Suri device?
The Suri device, yeah. I didn't get your question though. What about it?
The Suri device is like it is driving by a person or a AI, like Tesla AI.
It has both options actually. Someone can drive it and it can have a self-driving option if you want to explore further in terms of how technology can be applied in the vehicle,
Okay, ma'am.
right? Sir, I had one suggestion. Do you want to create the breakout rooms so that they can just split
Right.
up and in the next 3 minutes we can
Yes,
they
yes.
can
So,
wrap it up?
guys, the formal training is concluded. If you have any doubts that you would like to ask, you can stay back. The other students can leave. All right. And I'm
Sir,
also going to create a breakout room, 2 breakout rooms with Sanjana and Shreya. So you can go to those respective breakout rooms and then you can ask your doubts. Okay. Hold on. I'm just creating the breakout rooms.
sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, go on.
Sir, I actually have 2 questions.
Yes.
So, first, how are we like supposed to contact Ruchita ma'am for the devices? And second, is it mandatory for us to have teams, or like is it possible for us to like be an individual participant?
Okay. So
Goodbye, Sid.
you should be participating in teams. Individual participation is not encouraged because you also have to cultivate the ability to work in teams, which is very much important for being an innovator. All right. So
Okay,
please work
so
with teams.
so like will you appoint the teams, or like we are allowed to have our own
Okay.
teams, or like
So may I know which grade you are in?
sir, I'm in 7th.
You're in 7th. So 7th and 8th students can form their own teams. If you do not have any team member, you will be helped out to be part of a team. Okay.
Okay.
That
So
is
like we are
first,
allowed to
second
make our
question.
teams, but
Yes, you
if
can.
we don't have,
Yeah.
you can. Okay.
Yes.
And how are we supposed to contact Ruchita ma'am for
Ruchita
the
ma'am.
devices?
Yes. So I thought you all know about Ruchita ma'am. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
I think she
her.
goes for the higher grades, but anyhow, I will inform her that grade 7 and grade 8 students have certain suggestions for bringing their own devices. So could you please talk to them? Okay, so I will put across this message with her. All right. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah. So can I leave though if
Yes,
I
yes.
have
If you
any,
don't have
I
any
don't have any more
questions,
doubts?
and yeah, you can leave.
Okay.
Arya?
Okay, thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're Arya. All right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bihan?
Okay.
Okay, by the way,
I
I
have
have
a doubt
created,
in.
all right, I have created the breakout rooms. So if you have any doubts to be discussed with Shreya or Sanjana, please go ahead and join those breakout rooms and ask your doubts there as well. Okay?
So, who did the Viscom yesterday?
Viscom, no problem. Both of
Sanjana
them
did.
can help.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we
Both
both
can help.
can
Yeah.
clarify.
Okay. All right. So, Nihalni,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
I have a doubt since, and like you said, that higher grades apart from 8th are already allowed to
Hmm.
bring their personal devices. Do we
Hmm.
still need to contact our teacher, or is
Not
fine?
required. You may have to contact your teacher in case you're not able to bring your device because you will be using the computer lab facilities, right?
Okay.
If you're getting
And
the
like,
devices, no problem.
all right. And will these like information once be shared anywhere so that like in case we someone wants to confirm later on?
Okay, so I was of the assumption that you all would have already gotten respective contact details of the class teachers, but seems it is not. So I'll put across a reminder to the school that this has to be facilitated. All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Meghana?
Yes, sir. So if we, for the team members, if we chose NA, will we be allocated on the day on 9th?
No,
Okay, thank you, sir.
the team allocation will happen right before that itself. Okay.
Okay.
So that you know who will be your teammate before you come on the 9th. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's why I wanted to ask if
Yes,
they
yes.
will allocate teams beforehand.
Yes, they will allocate teams beforehand. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Tanihi?
So can we modify teams right now? Because in Google Forms we, for example, we told 4 members. So can we include it to 5 right now?
Of course you can. You can. So
Do you have to edit the Google Forms?
yeah, so I'm not sure if you can edit them or not, but you can always request Ruchita ma'am to add the additional person into the list. However, the fifth team member also will have to fill the form. Right.
Oh, okay.
Every team member will have to fill the form. So all of you please fill the forms. And then when we are finalizing the teams, you'll get the opportunity to take the final call. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Aditi.
Hi, so this Aditi. So basically, I have a doubt regarding for grade 9 and 10, whatever's gonna happen 9, 10, 10. So you said we are allowed to bring our own devices,
Yes.
as in laptop, but in case we wanna bring our phones for like sketches and using our own mobile data because our school might have any viruses, is that allowed?
Right. So each team should be having a laptop, at least one laptop, one spike guard, one smartphone. Okay? This is the minimum requirement.
Okay, so smartphone is compulsory.
Yeah, it is at least one device you should be having.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Ishani?
Yes, sir. Where will the recording of today's session be sent?
We'll share with Ruchita ma'am. She will further share it with all the students.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks,
All
sir.
right. Thank you so much. So no more questions. So that means that we have successfully answered all. So all the best for all of you guys. I hope the session was helpful and useful.